May our Father, Messiah, and the Holy Spirit be with us. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me that well through this device. This is a tablet. It's not usually what I usually post off of, but this is kind of what I'm going to be operating off of for now until I get to this next step. I mean, these deers are beautiful, but it's wild that, Father willing, if you saw the last post, if you didn't, Father willing, I pray that you do, and obviously not for like other YouTubers say, it's just, yeah, but so I walk into the mall just with my family, and then I just see a robot in the Tesla store, and it definitely does look like the iRobot, and it is definitely weird that they say the 3 laws of robotics, the same laws that they gave these robots on a movie. Like, we're not in a movie, even though, it is like it is a movie. Like, this is literally real life. And a confirmation as I was walking up to it, because Father knows, I was like, all right, so when I go into this store, I definitely have a lot of questions about the robot, but the lady basically didn't have much information on the robot, so there was no point. But I was just like, okay. So I'm just like, so legally, you guys can just say, without the consent of any of us, like any of us humans, any of us peoples, like none of us have any say in whether or not we want these robots to do this or not. Like you guys are just trying to move this in like it's already accepted. It's like, it's just wicked. Like, no, I don't know. What if I don't want that in here? But then if you ever watched iRobot, it's like the same way they portrayed Will Smith as a character is the same exact way they tried to fake prophesy about all of us, because they know if you see the movie, obviously I'm not saying go watch it, if Father wills you to do anything, go study it, you know what I mean? Literally, like, no game, study, like, no getting caught up in the chuckle with none of those things they try to do. But the guy was doing pull-ups, like, because I remember reading up, like, on a summary or something like that in the movie. It was, like, years ago, too. And it was like, yeah, the dude, like, he tried to, like, the character that Will Smith played, the guy was just, he was all natural. Like, he even trained, like, I'm about to go train right now at the park, Father willing. Like, with the pull-ups, the push-ups, he was all, like, natural, even with the way he worked out, like, all away from this quote-unquote worldly stuff. But in the movie, it was a phrase in the movie where, like, the clip, and I literally don't even remember this, and I've seen this movie so many times. But when these things don't hold significance, right? This movie was in 2004, and they portrayed that movie in 2035. So, yeah, the dude was like, the lady was like, the robot can't kill any human, just like no man could, walk on water. And then he said, well, there was this one guy, and then it just goes into the action scene. Oh, action scene, yeah, who knows what you guys like, like this is exactly what they did. And it was wild because it's the same way the guy, he tried to go past that part so fast on that Tesla showing video. He was like, yeah, they got these 3 laws of robotics, boom, 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 try to move past it. And I was like, whoa, what you mean? Like, if you're just watching the regular video, it just goes by kind of fast, but everything else, you showing us the robot all long, you got these long little clips or whatever, and then you gonna show us that all quick, the 3 laws of robotics, da. I'm like, nah. I was on that. I instantly linked that together, because I'm like, nah. I mean, like, we already know that they know wise men and women like us, the CIA, the FBI, all these different people that are out here to not help us. They're out here to kill us. They're out here watching everything we do. They already planned for wise men and women like me and yourself, whoever is looking at this, if you're not, at this position that our Father is calling you to be, and I pray that you get there. Amen. But, we just look at it, and they already know that we're going to link it up to that. They definitely pre-planned a lot of moves. That's why I said go read Psalms 2, because, they're just wasting their time. God bless my brother, my friend who I haven't seen in a while, and I just seen his daughter and his woman, and I pray that they are well. Amen. They don't want us to live. They don't want us to reproduce. They don't want us to have life. They want us to die. No, they enrage me, and they definitely enrage our Father. And I love how our Father laughs at them. He said, I laugh at them before my wrath. To all his children, don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, they're just gonna move robots. And I see a lot of people too looking at it just the way I was looking at it, with just disgust. Like, what do y'all think y'all are doing? Like, we're sitting here reading this thing, talking about like, so Dylan and nobody else has any say. Like, they didn't pass out any paper. Like, hey, but doesn't this all let you guys know something's a little fishy, something's a little up. I saw a video of my wife, I believe it was real. You know they stage things, but it was just a robot dog walking around in some random neighborhood out here in Americas, and it was late at night. And it was like they were like, what is that? And it was a literal robot dog. And I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. Like they got just. Oh, so y'all just let them off the leash. Wow, because I believe I talked about it, but a while ago I had a literal robot dream, and I actually had two different dreams similar to this, and it was like they were like one dream. I don't know if they were the same thing, like tied in together, but I know they had like in the first dream that I ever had with robots, it was big, large robot dogs, and they had us in like, you know, it was like for their amusement to watch us die, you know, like they just let the robot dogs go, like they barked like regular dogs, but they were certainly not regular dogs. They were robots, metal teeth and everything. Like as soon as it bit you, you know, you're dead, you know. So they let it go, and they just had us running. I was just one of the people running, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm running away from robot dogs right now. Like, you know, like this is wild. Like as soon as they catch me, because I know they will, because they set this up in a way that they're just gonna catch everyone. There's no possible way to get away, you know. But I still was running anyway, you know, just looking at brothers and sisters around me dying, just knowing I'm about to just die as well. That's what that one was. The second one was like they were like just like we were on some type of like track type of thing, but it was just like going, you know, like robotically just you know, like the next person. So people were just like, it was switching between fire, like you just being singed instantly, to ice, like them just freezing you and you're just dead instantly. And then it was like a shredder, like they just shred your body up, I guess, into like a million pieces. Who knows what the wicked men think about, but it looked like some type of thing like that. But I was just like, okay. And they were just like, I woke up before I got put into whatever one they were gonna put me through, but I was just again seeing our brothers and sisters just next, you know, just getting sliced up or frozen in ice or burnt, you know. And I'm just like, oh, you know, it's just wild. You know, they could just move in and do whatever they want. Like, hey, we want a robot dog right here. And you know, and I had a vision to it, even at this park that I'm about to pull up at, that I'm just like, maybe like one day they're just going to have robots that are just enforcing like all the time. And I also got a confirmation of this, because if I pull up right now in front of this Food Line store, which I'm just not going to do, but I did one other time just because I needed Wi-Fi, and you know, my phone just moves slow without Wi-Fi. So I was trying to get on Wi-Fi, and then I put them in front of the Food Line, and it was just, they have these robot, like, they're cameras, but they have robot voices attached, and I guess, you know, systematically they can call the cops, because it was like, Toyota, you know, my car, and we're gonna call the cops unless you move. Or like the robot voices flashing red and blue, and I'm like, oh, you know, soon they're gonna have these robots like literally like looking like us, saying, enforcing things like, hey, you can't, like they're gonna be enforcing every single law, every single tittle of law. Not one of these American laws will go under the bus for us. You know, prophecy, I'm looking at the bus right now, but like, yeah, they're gonna enforce their laws to us, even though they don't follow their laws. You know, they're not righteous at all, but they're gonna have robots out here. Hey, you cannot stand on the sidewalk after 5 a.m. or we're gonna blast you. Whatever, you know, type of command they give the robot. You know, like, because even as the guy was saying in the movie, doesn't the robot have to obey whatever a human says? What if somebody said, hey, robot, kill me? You know, like, but then they're like, oh, but the third law doesn't allow the robot to kill, so it just can't do it. But then the guy was like, what if the robot thinks it's defending itself too? Because, you know, they're robots. I was just looking at it, and I was just like, wow, it's wild, because even the day before that, I was talking to somebody when I was picking up a Grubhub order, and I was just like, soon they're going to have robots taking the orders, and then soon they're going to have robots cooking in the back. You know, like, saying it jokingly, but we both know also very seriously, you know, because I'm just like, you know, we were just having a great conversation. He was picking up an order too, and we were just talking about that, you know, like, if robots picking up our order, hey, beep, boop, bop, because we were talking about how we hate talking to the robot through the phone, you know, and we're like, yeah, soon we're going to have to talk to the robot, not just through the phone, everybody. Hold on, they're gonna be in our face, and they're gonna say, beep boop bop, do you want your chicken or whatever, you know, you're picking up, like, yeah, man. But yeah, it's just whatever. And then they're gonna be cooking it in the back, you know, like, it's just wild, you know. Again, the wildest thing to me is how they're not asking human consent at all. Like, that's I don't know, that may not be wild to somebody else, but to me, I was like, no, I feel like they definitely need to ask us, do you guys want these? Do you guys think these will help? What do you think these are for? You know, like this is just ridiculous, you know, but I guess it's just like everything else they do. They just put out laws. Yeah, your child now can just go say they want this. And if they do happen to get away from y'all and run to us like government and they say they want this, we're gonna be their heroes and you parents are gonna be their villains. Like, what? Like, this is how twisted and wicked they are. Like, it's wild. You know, but yeah, may our Father Messiah spare with us. That's all that needs to be said on that topic. Again, may our Father Messiah spare be with us. Repent. The kingdom of heaven is near.